What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king. Welcome you back to more Let's Play Pokemon White. In the last episode, we finished off everything on Route 13, helped a Wingull find its dropped letters, battled some trainers, grabbed some more items, and we made it here to Lacunosa town, where we learned about the legend of a monster that apparently came to Earth in a meteorite and has been scaring the townsfolk here ever since. They say they're not afraid of it anymore, they don't believe the legend anymore, but that they still lock themselves away indoors once nighttime hits, so there must be some truth to that story. Well, today we're going to go find out if there is any, and I have my entire team with me. Lumiette, Arthur, Crush, Naz, Bathory, and Shelob are all at the ready, and we need them to be at their very best because the challenge we are about to go face is quite a doozy. So let's head on up and make our way towards the giant chasm. And as we head on in here, really quickly, we need to talk about the new Pokemon that can be found in this area. There's a lot of the similar Pokemon outside as Route 13. In fact, I don't think there's any new Pokemon outside, but in the cave is where things get a little bit different. So in here, I'm going to pop a Max Repel really quickly. We can find the likes of Delibird, Jinx, Piloswine, Sneasel. In the water, we can find Seal, and in Ripples, we can find Dugong. Poliwag and Poliwhirl can be found while fishing, and Poliwrath can be found while fishing in Ripples. There is going to be more than just that once we head outside, but we got some items to grab before we do so. So let's take a look around. And again, I'm just going to avoid any Pokemon I possibly can. There are no trainers to be found in this entire area, so getting through it is going to be quite a breeze. In fact, I should keep the dowsing machine out just in case as I make my way through. This is a long path. All right, is it in that rock? There we go. Got ourselves a tiny mushroom. I guess they do grow in caves, but it just seems a little out of place, especially when they've mostly been growing in forests up to this point. What do we got here? Another star piece. Okay, I mean, I'll take them. They did say it was a meteorite, so it makes sense that things like that are dropping here. Another tiny mushroom. All right, I don't think it's going to take us... Oh, I thought that was going to be a fight, but no, we actually found a gem in one of those. That's not very common that happens, but I will take it. Rather have that than an encounter. And now we got a Comet Shard, one of the most expensive items in the entire game for selling. I believe it's actually more than even a big nugget. Okay, I'm actually going to surf here because I don't know. I don't want to lock myself into that decision here, and this might lead to something. Let's see... it certainly seems like it does. Oh, it literally, yeah, it's something I need to use strength to get to. Well, okay, that's interesting. I'm actually going to go all the way back to the top again. I know this is wasting steps, and it actually made my repel wear off, and that's fine. But I don't need to re-enable the... Oh, let me actually put the Max Repel back at the top of the list again, just so I have access to it. I don't need to pull out the dowsing machine again as I make my way down because, well, it didn't pick up anything on the way. Why would it pick up anything now? All right, past that dust cloud we go. We should be fine. And we should be able to just push this block unimpeded. Now, let's see. Okay, I'm going to go back up that way in a moment. I just want to see, does that lead to anything? Oh, it just goes to the exact same spot as this. Well, that is a little bit anticlimactic. What about over here? Anything at all? This is when I probably should pull out the dowsing machine again just in case. But it doesn't look like it. Nope. It is a complete circle where that really doesn't do anything for me. And the strength is completely optional. It just kind of connects the cave a little bit more, I guess. All right. Well, let me pop another Max Repel then. Because that was a lot of wasted steps, just making sure that I had this whole place mapped out. And let's head down. And out we go. Into the forest. And as we make our way down here, you'll notice that there is more tall grass. There are more Pokemon that are new that can only be found in this area known as Crater Forest. We got Clefairy, we got Ditto, which is necessary for getting that Rotom back on Route 15, by the way, so keep that in mind. And in Rustling Grass, we can find Matang, Clefable, Mamoswine, and Metagross. Really darn good Pokemon to be finding just in the wild at any point in the game. You can also... Is that it? No, okay, that's actually it. Never mind. I thought there was another Pokemon that I was reading off this list, but I was wrong. Okay, but how do I actually get anywhere is the question. It's not Rock Smash. I feel kind of locked in here a little bit. Well, let's go this way then. All right. We can head over here. We got another item to pick up. Carbos. Not that I think that that's going to do me a whole lot of good. Oh, another item over here. And that's a revive. Cool. That replenishes like the one I've used in the past few episodes. Oh, found myself a fight anyway somehow. Oh, we got a double fight. Yep. Oh, wow. Level 64 and 63. You know, I really wouldn't mind catching that Ditto to get the Rotom, but I think we're just going to avoid it for the time being. Everything in here is so strong, and I actually can't remember if we can run into Audino here or not. I believe you can, but oh my gosh, I got to be careful going through the dark grass in here because that is apparently really brutal in terms of the levels. And obviously things in dark grass are already at a higher level anyway, so this would probably be a pretty good place for me to farm levels, honestly. Okay, let's get down to this. Oop, I do have to go that. Ah, shoot, I locked myself. Gosh, dang it. Okay, I'm pausing this episode briefly for just a moment because I really should have gone back and grabbed that item, and I do eventually do it, but I don't do it until much later, which is not the smartest idea because that right there is TM13 Ice Beam, one of the best moves in the entire game, arguably the greatest ice-type move, period. And yeah, I needed that because actually one of my team members is capable of learning it. Now, I did eventually go back and get it, but I did so off-screen, so I apologize not for showing that, but at least I showed where it is. And I'm also stressing how important it is that you grab this while you're here. This is like the best thing to get in the Giant Chasm besides the legendary Pokemon itself. All right, continuing on. That's fine. I can make my way back around. We're going to continue just kind of making our way over and around this place. Oh, this is going to be very frustrating to deal with. The Max Repel is not cutting it. I may need to pull out I may need to just use a rare candy or something, or just start taking some Pokemon out and seeing what I can do. So I'll just be doing a lot of cutting here. Give me time as we move from spot to spot. Man, every single step I take, I keep running into new Pokemon, and this is getting ridiculous. Okay, go past there. There we go. I'm pretty sure I'm completely safe in the non-dark grass. It's just the dark grass that's really messing with me. So I'm probably going to have to loop around here in a second. Do I need a dowsing machine in this area? I really don't think I do. There's an item over there. Let's get that. TM03 Psyshock. Now, Psyshock is a really interesting move because it does care about your special attack for doing damage, but it still deals physical damage to the Pokemon that gets hit by it. So it's your special attack, their physical defense, which is... I mean, it can come in a lot of handy, actually. There can be times where that's really good. It's like the best kind of thing to use when going up against, well, for instance, like ghost types and whatnot in a scenario where you're going to absolutely have to do that. So something to keep in mind. Now, that said, I am not going to be doing anything with it. I'm just going to continue moving on, and we're going to grab ourselves a Max Revive here. That might actually come in handy for the fight ahead. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like the dowsing machine is going to be doing me any favors here whatsoever, so I'm just going to go on without it and hope I don't run into anything big anymore. I can still run into those double battles. Those are going to be a little bit iffy, but everything else I should mostly be okay. All right, let's head up this way. I don't think I'll be able to loop back. Oh, gosh dang it. Okay, sorry about that cut. We are back. Okay, I think I know exactly where to go now, so I'm going to follow this path all the way down. We're going to go over here and then go up just over this way. And we want to hop on over this thing again. And I believe we want to go immediately right. Deal with the stupid Metang giving me sass and then head down here. Oh boy. Okay, well this is a bit of a predicament. There are no trees. There is a lot of snow everywhere. But hey, at least these stairs are now accessible. All right, cool. Let's head on in. Hello? Anybody here? Oh my gosh. Well, that thing's big. Okay, let me just make sure my entire team is ready to go here. I believe they are. I hope you don't mind, sir, but I'm actually going to throw something different at you this time and hope that this works. Yeah, so let's save here really quickly. Better to do this than to chance it, am I right? Yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, get ready. Because this is Curem at level 75 with Glaciate, Dragon Pulse, Imprison, and Endeavor. This thing is incredibly annoying to catch because, well, that last move right there will tell you. Endeavor is an extremely annoying move to deal with, because if we get this thing weak, well, it's just going to keep knocking us down to its HP over and over and over again. I'm going to start off with a quick ball and hope that it doesn't immediately kill my my spider, but that did not seem to work out too well. And here comes a Dragon Pulse. This is going to hurt really, really badly. Oh my gosh. Yes, that's what I was hoping for. Okay, cool. Now let's get a discharge off. Come on, let's get the paralysis. I believe in you. Can you do it? Nope, doesn't affect Sheila because I am at a higher or lower HP than you. We'll just keep discharging and hoping that paralysis hits. Come on. Yep, good. It still hasn't knocked her out. This is working out well. Come on, one of these has got to land. And you know, if I can get even extra greedy here after the paralysis, I could maybe get some flashes off too. Come on, just paralyze already. This isn't working. This is not going well. Like, I'm whittling it down, and that's good. But I would really like to get the paralysis here. Nope, didn't happen. Gosh, dang it, man. 5 chances, and that wasn't enough. Okay, well, at least we're already in timer ball territory. This is where things are going to get really iffy. I don't like that. Its moves are really devastating to Bathory in this situation. Actually, most of its moves are devastating just in general. Let's throw Crush out there and see what he can do. I'm going to chance one single Rock Slide here as it tries to use Endeavor. I love that it avoided the attack. That's hilarious. Okay, perfect. That's exactly where I want to have you. Now we can start throwing Pokeballs at you, and I'm just going to basically try to go with this strategy every single time until it eventually catches it. It's not going to be easy to do, especially because its moves have a lot of uses. Oh, man, I would have laughed so hard if we'd gotten it right there. Okay, here's that Endeavor nonsense. This is going to knock it way down. Oh, it's going to happen every single time. And I think Endeavor only has 5 power points, so it shouldn't be able to use it too many times. That doesn't mean it's not going to be annoying, though, because Kyurem is, like, tied for the worst catch rate in the entire game, and, yeah, it's just not fun to deal with. Okay, let's keep going. Yeah, it's, like, right up there with the likes of Mewtwo and frickin' Rayquaza, and you know the types. The ones that are just... I believe they have a catch rate level of 3, if I'm not mistaken, and even with that 4 times modifier, a 12 catch rate is still pretty poor. That's what we're getting out of this timer ball after... although I believe we have to hit 10 turns to get that, but at least it's higher than Ultra Ball right now. We actually are probably getting pretty close, though. Let's just keep throwing them out. In fact, I think this might be 10 turns right here. So that would be the times 4. Come on. And we're probably going to get like a single shake every single time from now on. And here comes Glaciate. This is definitely going to take Arthur out almost instantaneously. Ooh, yep. No chance of surviving that one. And a lot of my team is really weak to ice, so this is the problem I'm dealing with here. Lumiette is mostly probably the best for this, actually, because the only thing it can hit her with is Dragon Pulse, and she might actually be able to survive that more often than not. Because Endeavor doesn't even do damage to her, and Glaciate is not very effective. Honestly, I should be throwing out Calm Minds with her, but if we can just catch it here... Yes! Didn't even have to cut. That is what I like to see. Beautiful. Yeah, see, if that would have gone, another minute or 2 longer, I probably would have cut away. But no, we got it, and it wasn't actually all that bad. Let's not give the nickname to it. And there we go. We now have the second of the Dragon Trio. The only one we're missing, obviously, is Reshiram, and I did not think we were going to run into a Pokemon in here. That's actually really funny. All right, so that is it for the Giant Chasm. Let's head back to Lacunosa Town, and that means we can move on from there off towards Route 12. So I'll see you all there in just a moment. And we are back, and you'll probably notice immediately that there is absolutely nobody out on the streets. Not even the police officer. Wait, hold on a second. He said he was out patrolling the streets at night. Where the heck is he? Just a moment. Sir, what are you doing in here? I don't have anything to do ever since I took a post here, since nobody goes outside. Oh, you just trust that nobody's outside at night, huh? Okay, well, I caught the monsters, so y'all can come out. I promise it's not that dangerous. Don't you worry. But no, we can head off towards Route 12 today, and we're going to be battling a bunch of trainers on this route. We're going to mostly take care of this in the next episode, but I'm going to take on just one here really quickly. I'll go over what Pokemon are in this area in the next episode, but notice how we've been fighting a lot of Bug-type trainers, and we are going to continue to do so. This is the haven for that. There are a lot of Bug-type Pokemon that can be caught in this area in particular. It's just kind of the place for it. It's kind of this route's thing. But it looks like we're going to be dealing with weather as we head out here, so we'll be just trying to traverse it the best that we can with what we have, even though rain is constantly going to be falling, which honestly would be a good place to use Crush, but I think it'll be fine. All right, Wormadam, what type are you? You're Sandy Cloak. I think we'll still be okay. Yeah, that's ground, isn't it? Not rock? Yep, okay, that's what I thought. Perfect. Oh, it actually survived it, but it flinched, so it doesn't really matter. So out of Flash Cannon, just cuz. I'm not going to probably use it under any other circumstance here, but it is going to knock this thing out, so I will take it. And there we go. All right. So this is the start of a new route. We're going to be heading on through it all. Next time, we're getting really close, guys. Really close to having explored the remainder of the Unova region. And then I'm probably going to have to take a pause and level up my whole team and blah, 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 and then we can finally go after the end game, the end of the end game. So hope you're all looking forward to that. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this episode very, very much, and I will see you all in the next one.